The city of Memphis is known for birthing rap superstars, but on the dark side, the city of Memphis is also known for taking them. Nobody from pastors to kids to legends would be spared from the murder rate that leads the nation per capita.
And we have been reporting on a shooting death at a downtown restaurant and bar, and we have a heartbreaking update. We can confirm now that prominent Memphis pastor Ricky Floyd has been shot and killed.
Marion and a man she had met that night got into a heated religion discussion with Pastor Floyd inside the bar.
Memphis detectives have confirmed with your news leader the victim is Pastor Ricky Floyd, the senior lead pastor at Pursuit of God Transformation Center in Frazier. One of the city's latest deadly attacks in which a city leader became caught in the chaos. It's a reminder to some crime can happen anywhere at any time to anyone.
What's up, everybody? It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Memphis rapper Sayso P being killed in his own city after accidentally posting his hotel. March 22nd, 2025, it was 2:40 in the afternoon when gunfire would erupt outside of the Westin Hotel in downtown Memphis. This was just across the street from the FedEx Arena where the Grizzlies play, an area not accustomed to broad day shootings. A video would emerge from a hotel guest peeking out their window of a man on the ground surrounded by police and paramedics. He'd appear lifeless, laid out between a black truck and the curb. A blue tarp would be placed over his body as more footage from the scene would show another man standing by an ambulance. Several police vehicles would respond as they began taping off parts of downtown to piece together what just took place. At the same time, news began to break on the internet. 34-year-old Houston, Texas rapper Sauce Walka was reportedly shot, along with his 27-year-old artist Sayso P. Sauce Walka is said to have taken a bullet to the leg, was originally listed in serious condition, is now stable and expected to survive. But Sayso P was unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene. Law enforcement would announce they believed the two men were targeted, while Sauce Walka's family would tell TMZ he wasn't the intended target, implying the shooters were gunning for Sayso. According to police, the shooters jumped out of a white vehicle, opening fire from the street as the rappers stood in the valet section of the hotel. Detectives tracked the vehicle using real-time traffic cameras as it fled outside of the downtown area.
Discovered two people wounded by gunfire. The officers immediately started rendering first aid to the victims. The officers summoned a Memphis Fire Department ambulance. One of the victims has been pronounced deceased here on the scene. The second victim has been transported to Regional 1 Hospital in critical condition. The suspects got out of a vehicle and appeared to target the two victims as they were in the street. They got back in the car and fled the scene. They fled the car in a white, the car they fled in was a white vehicle. Detectives from the Real-Time Crime Center have tracked that vehicle as it fled into areas outside of Memphis.
Latorian Hunt, who was more commonly known as Sayso P, grew up in the Raleigh neighborhood of Memphis. Recording music as early as 11 years old, Sayso would struggle in poverty throughout his childhood and into his teenage years. Making money as a young adult, Sayso would move to Vegas where he started finding success with his music. In late 2022, he'd signed to Sauce Walka's TSF label. Now a signed artist, Sayso would move again, this time to Miami where he'd have a few run-ins with the law. The following year, Sayso would drop a song titled Back in Memphis.
I'm back in Memphis, black truck switching lanes. I remember being broken, fucked up, but things changed. I'm back in Memphis, where niggas kill you for some pennies. I got niggas I grew up with said I can't come to my city. But I'm back in Memphis.
Although the song came out prior to his death, the lyrics eerily resemble his demise. Sayso would die next to a black truck in his own city, where his own friends he grew up with told him he couldn't come back. Although the police investigation is far from finished, early reports describe an ambush-style shooting, while many would have assumed it was a robbery. Looking at Sayso and Sauce Walka's Instagram stories, it would appear Sayso brought Walka to Memphis.
Poppin', man. I know what's going on, man. TSL Memphis shit.
Where we at, though?
And we in Memphis with this shit right now. In the M right now. You know where these rap niggas don't come to. But a sauce nigga gonna be here, man. Sleep here, stay here, man. You know, so as long as we want to, man. You think what I'm saying? Certified, man. This shit going the fuck on outside right now.
Outside popping this shit, bro.
Hey, popping this shit, man. Normal shit, records, man. You know what I'm talking about? You think what I'm saying? Head to toe, that man. Head to toe, man. I see that boy. I'm on land with that boy. Louis, that boy. Shit going on, man. What the fuck? Sosa boat? Ranks in this bitch?
Come on, man. Shit, it's a normal day in the Southside, baby.
Yeah, normal day in the Southside, P. Go yards everywhere, diamonds everywhere, just bankrolls everywhere, money everywhere, just whatever, everything, shit everywhere. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ruggers.
They both post from inside of a restaurant/bar called Reservations. They could be seen in a section along with West Memphis rapper YTB Fat, who the Bob promoted on Instagram as hosting that night. Another TSF associate named Sosa Man can be seen wearing the same outfit he'd be seen in the next day, standing outside of the ambulance. What they may not have realized was Sayso actually dropped their location. Although he tagged Sauce Walka never reposted a video where they could be seen in front of a hotel door that reads Weston. With only one location in the city, anyone who looked hot enough now knew exactly where the rappers were staying. So why didn't they get touched at the bar or on the way to and from? Come to find out, they hired private security, a smart move many rappers avoid. And while their security wore badges, these motherfuckers were outside posting like the rappers.
This shit going on, man. Get with this shit, man. Get with this shit, man. Get with this shit and get rolled over, man. No way out. No way out. No way out.
Of course, the security would catch blame following the news, but one of them would take to Instagram not only showing appreciation for the opportunity, but letting everyone know he was only hired to escort them to Reservations and stand guard. After that, they went their separate ways, meaning Sauce, Sayso, and Sosa transported themselves back to the hotel and had no security the following day. With no actual reports of this being a robbery, it's more than likely Sayso was targeted because he was back in his hometown. And as everyone knows, your hometown can be your downfall if you don't escape. But for some reason, rappers with a point to prove keep going back and losing it all. Rest in peace to Sayso P.
Damn.
Now this was unexpected, and obviously with Sauce Walka being the bigger rapper, the focus was more so on him. People are seeing his face in the tabloids because
y'all think it's just like envy and jealousy and shit like that? Or y'all think he did
everyone isn't as familiar with Sayso, but once it was known that Sauce Walka was good, then the focus was damn, they killed him. Sauce Walka almost got killed, could've got killed. And he's been in situations before. I mean, there was even an LA situation where apparently somebody pulled a gun, and I heard from somebody who was actually there that Sauce Walka was with the shit, wasn't scared for nothing. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean he's dumb either though. They were smart enough to have security. They just didn't feel that they needed it the next day, and it could have been they were just leaving the hotel. Whatever the situation was, they didn't think that in that area somebody would pull up and just start fighting. And the fact that Sayso left Memphis early on, moved to Vegas, then moved to Miami, it's like, who is he still currently into it with? I mean, we won't know because we're on the outside looking in. He could have had real beef, and the second he touched down in the city, they're looking at everywhere he's at. And all it was is they saw the Weston logo in the background, similar to the Pop Smoke situation where they were trying to say the address was on a bag, whatever. I think they debunked that though. It's just the smallest mistake can get you killed. The smallest bit of pride can get you killed. Going back to a city where people said you can't go can get you killed. And once it happens, there's no going back. And imagine if it was reversed. Imagine if Sayso brought Sauce Walka there Sauce Walka ended up being the one that passed away. Sayso would have to live on with that pain, knowing that he's the one that brought him to the city and didn't have everything situated. It's an unfortunate situation. Nobody can predict these things at the end of the day. My condolences to Sayso's family. My condolences to TSF. And I hope that Sauce Walka heals up soon. Memphis can be an unforgiving place. And I mean, we all learned that just off the Dolph situation and everything that followed.
Yeah,
and I don't know what advice I can give other than to just avoid the lifestyle entirely. Because even once you find success, having one foot in and one foot out could put you in the ground. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all.
That's gonna be it. Subscribe if you're new. What and I'm going. I'm gonna catch y'all. You have a good rest of your day. No kill.